Namaste everyone. So now let us move on to the last lecture series in economics. This is Swami Vivekananda quotation we have for the day. Arise, awake and stop not till the goal is reached. It is important for all of us to have high goals in life. And we should always discriminate between what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is bad. If you take the good path, success is yours. And if you are on the wrong path, it is you who is going to suffer because karma is not going to leave anyone. So for your good, you do the right things in life and go ahead with your goals. Don't be distracted. Nothing should distract you. Nothing is permanent in this world. No beautiful person or beautiful thing is constant. Don't run after unnecessary distractions and ruin your life. So stay focused on your goals. Now let us move on to the next economics video lecture on oligopoly. Oligopoly is a market structure with small number of firms. So you have few number of firms here. When few number of firms are there in the market, each firm influences the other firms as well. So here there is little or no product differentiation, and examples for oligopoly include aluminum and steel. So as you see, the characteristics of oligopoly are there are few firms. Each and every firm is interdependent on the other, and the most important feature in oligopoly is that the firms do not change their price, and they resort to non-price methods like advertising, after-sales service, etc. to increase their output. Next, we have an important concept, the Swissi's model, the king demand curve in oligopoly market Swissi's model. This model was developed by Swissy in the year 1939 and is the best known model explaining the behavior of oligopolistic firms. So this model says that once a price quantity combination is determined, an oligopoly firm doesn't change the price even though there is change in the cost of production. So price is always kept constant by firms in an oligopoly market even though their cost changes. So that is what is explained in this model. If you see here, initially at point D, the firm is at point D and it increases the price. When it increases the price, this is at point D, and when a firm increases the price, the other firms do not increase the price, but this firm is increasing the price, and that's the reason why you see the demand falls from D dash to D. So the demand falls down because the firm has initially increased its price. And this is the demand curve till P here, and at point P, when the firm decreases its price, the other firms also decrease their price, and so the demand of the firm goes even down, it goes to PD dash. So this is the demand curve, and then DJKL is the marginal revenue line. And initially, when you have the cost of production as AC1 and MC1 is a curve, it cuts the MR curve at point K. As you know, maximum profit is obtained when marginal cost equal to marginal revenue. So this MC1 curve cuts the MR curve. MR curve is DJKL at point K. And if you extend it to the demand curve, it intersects this line at P. So the price is PQ. And now, what happens if the cost of production increases? Now, if the cost of production increases and the MC curve is given by MC3, it still cuts the DJKLMR line at J. And when you extend this to the demand curve is nothing but the AR line. So when you extend it to the demand curve, it still intersects at P, and PQ is still the same price. So initially, when the cost of production was MC1, the price was PQ, and even though the cost of production increases to MC2, still the cost of production increases to MC2. Even then you get the price as PQ. So the price is constant in an oligopoly market, and that is what is shown here. So though the cost of production is going up, the firms are not increasing the price. They're keeping their price constant. And that is what is seen here. And there is something to explain why there is a dotted line, why there is a dotted line JK in the MR line, and below is the explanation for that. So initially you start at the kink where current price is 10 and current quantity is 10. So you start at point P where the price is 10 and the quantity is 10. And then what do? The upper demand curve, as I told you before, is when the firm is actually increasing the price. This upper demand curve is when actually the firm is increasing the price. And so the price is 10, it increased to 11 to 12, and quantity demanded is decreasing. As you know, the law of demand, when price increases, the demand decreases. So this is what is given, and this is price and quantity, and total revenue is price into quantity. Here you're multiplying it, and this is TR. 10 into 10 is 100, 11 into 8 is 88, 12 into 6 is 72. And what is MR? It is the additional revenue. So it is 88, 100 minus 88 minus 12. It is 88 minus 100 minus 12, and 72 minus 88, it is minus 16. So minus 12 and minus 16 is actually this part, this DP part. Okay, so this DP part is the curve is given by the points minus 12 and minus 16. And then lower demand curve. As I told you, in the lower demand curve, here this lower demand curve, the firm is actually decreasing its price, right? So when it decreases the price, the other firms are also cutting down their price. So this is a price and this is a quantity demanded. So price is decreasing, quantity demanded is increasing, and you have price and quantity, total revenue, and marginal revenue is the additional revenue. So 99 minus 100 is minus 1, and 96 minus 99 is minus 3. And if you see here, this part is more, DP is more elastic and PD dash is more inelastic. What do you mean by elastic? There is more change in quantity demanded, and here there is less change in quantity demanded. So you have, as seen in the example, this DP curve is given by the numbers minus 12 and minus 16, and the lower curve is given by minus 1 and minus 3. So this part is minus 12 and minus 16, and this part is KL is minus 1 and minus 3. So So now this is discontinuous. Here it is minus 12 and minus 16. DJ is minus 12 and minus 16. And KL is minus 1 and minus 3. There is no continuity between the two parts. And that's the reason why you get a dotted line. They're not joined, they're disjoint. So that explains the empty MR. That explains the gap over here, the MR gap. So this is the king demand curve, SVC curve. So as you see in this graph, though the cost of production increases, the price still remains the constant. Firms do not increase their price even though the cost of production goes up, and they resort to other methods like advertising to increase their sales, and that is oligopoly competition. And that ends the video lecture on oligopoly. So finally, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Don't get distracted, focus on your goals. And one day, the world will see that you're listening to Swami Vivekananda is a success story. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you. Jai Swamiji.